You know that feeling when you scroll through a sea of massage chairs, see all those glossy pictures, and think, maybe this is the one that will finally replace my weekly spa visits? Then you order, the box arrives, you wrestle it into your living room, and after the first session you realize the recline feels cramped, the rollers miss the sore spots, and the promised zero gravity feels more like zero comfort. I've been there, and that hesitation is exactly why I'm doing this deep dive, so you can avoid the disappointment that so many buyers run into. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk through what the Mazzup full-body massage chair actually delivers in a real home setting, who gets the most bang for their buck, and who would be better off looking elsewhere. I've spent a couple of weeks testing the chair, reading the user manual, and comparing it to a handful of other mid-range models that sit in the same price bracket. Let's cut the fluff and get to the practical stuff that matters when you're deciding whether to turn your couch into a personal recovery zone. First off, the biggest question for any home massage chair is whether it fits your body. The Mazzup uses a 14-point fixed wheel system, which is a step up from the 10-point setups you see on many entry-level units. In practice, those extra wheels give a slightly wider coverage across the shoulders and lower back, which helps when you have a broader torso. I'm about 6 feet 1 inch with a 210-pound frame, and the chair accommodated me without the rollers drifting off the sides, a common complaint with narrower models. If you're on the petite side, the chair's footrest still reaches far enough to give your calves a gentle stretch, but you might find the seat a bit roomy. So, tall or medium-sized users will feel comfortably enveloped. Shorter folks should test the foot positioning before committing. Massage intensity is another area where the Mazzup tries to stand out. The chair offers 20 auto programs that range from a light, relax sweep to a deep, knot-breaker sequence. I tried the deep tissue mode on a sore upper back after a long day of lifting, and the rollers actually dug in hard enough to feel a mild ache that turned into relief a few minutes later. The key here is that the intensity is adjustable on the fly if the pressure gets too much. A quick tap on the touchscreen lowers it without pausing the session. That kind of real-time control is crucial if you're new to massage chairs and worry about overdoing it. However, the chair does have a ceiling on the force it can apply. It won't match a professional therapist's deep tissue pressure. If you need an aggressive, therapist-level push for chronic muscle knots, you might still want occasional visits to a clinic. Noise level is a silent deal-breaker for many. The Mazzup's motor sounds like a quiet refrigerator humming in the background, noticeable if you're in a very quiet room, but not disruptive enough to ruin a TV show or a podcast. I ran it while listening to a movie with subtitles, and the dialogue stayed clear. This is a big plus compared to some budget chairs that buzz loudly enough to feel like a low-frequency vibration throughout the room. Space constraints are often overlooked until the chair arrives. The Mazzup is a full-size recliner, measuring roughly 38 inches wide and 70 inches deep when fully extended. It's definitely a commitment. You'll need a dedicated spot that can handle its footprint, plus a little clearance for the footrest to slide out. If you live in a tiny apartment or share a room that doubles as an office, this chair might dominate the layout. On the other hand, if you have a spare corner or a home theater setup, the chair doubles as a sleek piece of furniture. Its black leather finish looks more like a modern lounge seat than a medical device. Control simplicity matters once you're settled in. The Mazzup ships with a touchscreen panel on the armrest and a newer voice control feature that lets you say, increase intensity, or switch to foot massage. I was skeptical about voice commands, but after a few tries the system responded accurately, even recognizing zero gravity as a mode selection. The touchscreen itself is intuitive. Swipe left for the next program, swipe up to adjust heat, and a single tap returns you to the home screen. For tech-averse users, the learning curve is gentle. You won't need a manual for more than a minute before you're comfortable. Now, let's talk about the extra comforts that can make or break the value proposition. The chair includes full-body airbags that provide a compression massage in addition to the rolling Shiatsu. Those airbags are especially useful for the calves and thighs, delivering a gentle squeeze that mimics the press and hold technique therapists use. I found them most beneficial after a bike ride. The calves felt less cramped and the circulation seemed to improve. Coupled with back and calf heating, the warmth helps the muscles relax faster, making the whole experience feel